Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lake Alameda renovation. If you follow us on social media, you know the reason why progress on the camper has been, well, slow. It's because we've been busy being full-time Nexxtleft theme consultants. We recently had the official buy-off for a sign project for a Norwegian bakery. Since we're just Corey and me, we like to make these client meetings personal and special. That meant I cooked. Our company is a small husband and wife team. Even though it's a corporation and we're registered and everything else, it's small. And so I like to personalize our work. And since this project was for a sign for a Norwegian bakery, I took one of the gold leaf boxes and made one of my favorite things that used to be at the bakery. It is a rumkugel, which is a rum ball that is made specifically in Norway. And so I made one box of these in the box that was the gold leaf came in, and then I made another box full for anyone on the team that was involved. These are really tasty. I made them much smaller than what the bakery used to make them. The ones at the bakery used to be a baseball size, and these are normal rum ball size, making it easier to share with the group. We made and served romkugla, fisk soup, and successterte, all from scratch. And pardon me if my pronunciation is a bit off. My Norwegian isn't up to par, I'm sure. Essentially, it was rum balls, fish soup, and success cake. It was a blast, and the project passed with flying colors. And I know it might be weird, and I hope it doesn't come across as brown-nosing, but it makes me feel like I can add a special touch to the work that we already do to show the appreciation for the companies that keep reaching out to us to do work. Because again, we're small and not a lot of advertising, and it's word of mouth, and hopefully this lets people know how much we appreciate them. And one of the things I always loved when I was working at Disney was the way that they tried to incorporate appreciation into the job. Some of that changed before we left, but free tickets or a free room stay or discounted cruises, whatever it was, Disney had a way of having appreciation dinners, free food, and all of that kind of stuff. And I want to be that kind of person who shows appreciation in small ways, sweet ways. And I'm hoping that our clients see that as a thank you. And this is the box, which I think is really hilarious. Anyway, we have that buy-off on Monday, and I've got these sweet treats for them to take with them. I don't know how many people are coming by, so there's enough for plenty, and if it's only one person, they can take the rest with them. Right after that,
where are we?
It was off to IAAPA.
Where's here?
IAAPA.
For how many years has this been that we've been coming?
8, 9, 10.
Something.
For 2 days of intense people, inspiration, and catching up with old friends and clients. Here's the truth. All of that high-level creativity and networking completely sucked our motivation dry. We were toast. But we still managed to kick out a few critical things. The big thing that did get finished is this corner table in the bunk room. Check out the details. We replicated the classic Disney Cruise Line trunk aesthetic, complete with the official-looking ID number. That number is actually the date of our very first cruise Corey and I took together. A small personal detail to anchor our adventure. We designed the face of the table to be removable, giving you straight access to the outside storage door. This means we can slide things like fishing rods, skis, or long tools right through the back of the trailer. Plus, the top lifts right off. This gives us super easy access to all the bathroom plumbing down below, making future maintenance a breeze. We can't quite finish the walls in this corner yet because we have to get the rest of the electrical and plumbing run first And that leads us to Corey's job. While I'm busy soaking in the creative high, Corey's dealing with the unglamorous but absolutely essential stuff, like getting the propane hooked up. Luckily, with the new electric fridge, we only have two things running on propane, the stove and the hot water heater. Simple, yes, but definitely not the funnest job. And speaking of unglamorous, remember those vintage Swiss military briefcases we're using for corner storage? They're amazing, but they came with 50 years of mildew smell. So they're getting plenty of sunshine and vinegar time. It's working way better than the Autobahn, but it's just another one of those slow, necessary steps. That's the reality of a full rehab, balancing the big, exciting client work with the slow, stinking progress on your passion project. But every piece that goes in, like that table, makes it all worthwhile. Let us know in comments how you recharge after a big work trip. And don't forget to like and subscribe to follow the rest of our journey.
Always an adventure.
Always.
Let us know what you think of the transformation so far in the comments below, and we will see you on the next project. That's it for this Lake Alameda update. We're so glad you hung out with us. If you enjoy unique projects like this, you need to explore the rest of our channel. We're not just about flipping this RV. We're all about adventure, creativity, incredible food. We've got videos on our travels all over the world, our deep love for animal conservation and fun DIY projects that cover everything from house flipping to furniture flipping. We even have a bunch of videos showcasing our personal artwork. And for those who love a good theme, you'll find our passion for cooking, party planning, and theming in videos of themed dinners, cake decorating. I even cook with my dad once a month. If you've got a curious brain, our channel is definitely the place for you. Hit the subscribe button, check out the Lake Alameda playlist, and we'll catch you on our next adventure.